Howdy from Arlington, Texas, y'all. Hope this video finds you well. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to go over some Twitter purchases and trades that I've made recently, mostly picking up vintage football. I think everything in here is, no, it's not all football, but it's pretty darn close. So this I picked up for my 1955 All-American set. It's a Johnny Lujack. It's rough. You can see the crease through there. All good. I'm a low-grade guy. I don't have to have the best. I just want to complete the set, and then someday down the road, I will be able to get it graded. I actually have a copy of this card, but it is signed because Mr. Lujack would sign through the mail in years prior, and I did get him, so that is for my set. All right. Big purchase here. Big purchase from the aspect of just the quantity of cards. Picked up two different lots. So that card I just showed you and all these football, I've mentioned before that on Twitter, Friday evenings, I run a vintage football buy-sell trade thread. We've got Monday nights, and different guys run these. Monday nights is vintage basketball. Can't remember. I think Tuesday is the non-sport. Wednesday is pre-war cards. Maybe Thursday is the non-sports. Friday, I run the vintage football. Saturday, there is an unopened product thread. And then started this past Sunday, a racing thread on Sundays. So, trying to get more money moving around among collectors. It's been a good time, and that's where I've picked up most of these football cards. So this first lot will be a bunch of names you're going to know. Just picked these up. It was just a good price. So I was happy to do it. The cards are in pretty solid shape. Considering I'm not even sure. I don't know my football designs quite as well as I know my baseball designs, just from all the years of being a baseball collector, though I'm not now. So 1980 is what these are. So I want to say this lot was like 15 bucks, I think. And I think I actually knocked it down now that I think about it, because I bundled up with these 1960 AFL cards, which I got these for less than $1 a piece. I've been watching a lot of NFL films on YouTube, and I just love the AFL. What's interesting is this is from the first year of the AFL, or at least the first card set, and I do not know any of these names. There are a couple of names in the set that you might know. Paul McGuire, who was a longtime announcer. Hank Stram is in here. Lou Rimkus. Both of those two are coaches. Can't remember if this is the Abner Hayes. I think this is the one that Abner Hayes is in. I have that card autographed. Jack Kemp is about the biggest name. I do feel like I'm missing another big name, but in general, I don't know these guys as well. But for well less than $1 a piece, thought it was a nice little addition, and they'll go sit in a box for a while, and maybe someday I'll see them and decide to put the set together. I love that these are actually in college uniforms. I want to say that guy probably played at Auburn. Yep, there it is, Auburn. I actually saw one that said Texas right there. So yeah, love these. I don't know if that's Ron Burton is at TCU, Northwestern in purple. But yeah, I do love that about these. I had never noticed it until I actually got them. Is that Tennessee? Oklahoma State. So anyway, some additions, like I said, they'll go sit in a box, and someday down the road I'll probably work on getting some more of those, putting that set together. I did pick up one on the vintage basketball thread. Did pick up a Hundley Rookie. He played at WVU, and this is a card that I've wanted for a while. It's just nothing I've been aggressive going after, but it showed up in the thread. It was a good price. I did eBay comps, and it's definitely off center. But for the price I wasn't going to complain. It's nice to have that in my collection, as a WVU collector. So here's some randoms. I want to say these three came over from my friend over at Cueto's Corner. He is on YouTube and then also on Twitter, and he participated in our sale. He was just looking to Moved some random football he had. He's not a football collector. So I did pick those up. I think those all three came from him. So I don't think I would have picked up the Alzado by itself. And I know it didn't go with any of these other ones. Very small purchase. I think I paid $2, plain white envelope, for Tom Jackson from, was it NFL Prime Time fame as much as anything. And also another Lyle Alzado. Lyle Alzado was a bad, bad man. And I picked this up. This actually, oh, I have this with purchases, but this was actually a trade. I'd claimed it as a purchase, and then I'd had some other cards for trade or for sale, and he's like, "You just want to switch this for this?" And I said, "Sure." I think the reason I picked this up, I just thought it was interesting, the miscut on the back. I know a lot of people like miscuts. I just thought it was something a little different. No other reason I would buy a 1977 Topps Reggie Jackson, but I think I claimed it. I think he only wanted like $1.50 or $2, so yeah, I wasn't gonna pass that up. All right, couple of trades that I am super happy about, and it seemed like both of us are very happy. So this trade was for one card, and I traded a 1961 Stan Musial, which was off center, but pretty good for a 1961. I traded 4 Shohei Ohtani cards and 6 mid 1950s commons that weren't in the greatest shape, all for this 1952 Bowman Large autogram. I actually have a copy of this card already. But I think this one might be a little better. And again, when I'm able to trade away stuff that I don't care about, none of that stuff was... I didn't really want to give up the 61 Musial. But the Otanis and some mid-50s commons, I'm not missing those. But I was able to get, maybe the best quarterback of all time. Won, I believe it was 7 titles in 10 years and played for 9 championships in his 10 years. So super, super thrilled to have that. And then from him, I had actually purchased a Warren Moon card a couple weeks before, and he actually threw these in with the trade. So I get a little bit of shiny in here. So this would be a 99 Topps Chrome Warren Moon refractor. Not anything I was looking for, but definitely like that. And he threw in one more Warren Moon. This bad boy numbered 91 out of 1,000. Flair Showcase. A lot of shine there. I like that. So, yeah, those were just throw-ins, but super, super happy to have those. They will have a good home now. And then the last trade, the last thing I'm going to show you, I traded away 8 Kobe Bryant cards. It was some cards that I had in that what I'm taking to the Dallas Card Show video. I don't like Kobe Bryant. I think he's a piece of garbage. It is what it is. I know people worship him, but I think he's garbage. So anyway, trade away some cards I had, cards I didn't want. They were easily expendable. And I picked up this Kellen Winslow. Nothing special about that until you see the stamp there and realize that it's one of the Pro Line autographs. This was the card probably of all of them that I was just kind of like, okay, I'm interested in it. It's only going rate on this is about $10. So I could have lived without this one, but not unhappy to have a Football Hall of Famer autograph. And then another Pro Football Hall of Famer autograph, Mr. Y.A. Tittle. It's actually my second autograph of his. I got him through the mail a few years ago. So I was pretty happy to have that one. That only has a going rate of about $20. I don't think Tittle gets talked about when you talk about the all-time great quarterbacks. I mean, obviously he's a Hall of Famer, but there's a lot of Hall of Fame quarterbacks. He just isn't in that conversation, so I think he flies a little under the radar. But that's a win for me. Then I picked up 2 basketball cards. These were from the first vintage basketball cards I had. I don't think I actually had this one. I had the regular Larry Bird, but he had this one available, so I was happy to just pick that up. And then this, I definitely had this one in the past. This one's a little bit of a diamond cut, so, not perfect, but I'm not going to complain. It was a trade, and I gave up some Kobe Bryant crap I didn't want. I actually had a copy of this in the past. My buddy Gary, Elbow Sausage on here, Apparently, I sold it to him at a card show years ago and didn't remember it. And he actually offered to give it back to me, but I'm like, no, you bought it. And he ended up trading it off. One of his more recent videos when we went to a card show, probably a couple months ago, he was able to deal that off to get something that he wanted better. So it worked out for him, and then I was able to get this one. And that's it. So that's kind of an update on what I've picked up. Probably these are probably over the last 3 to 4 weeks. I got a lot of little stuff that I just haven't, gotten to doing videos of. That's what I got for today. Hope you have a great Wednesday, y'all. Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday. Video's already queued up, ready to go. Be smart, be safe, be kind to animals. Have your pets spayed or neutered. And I will see you down the road tomorrow. Down the road.